Hello fellow artists! Recently, AI art has gotten so advanced that it's getting hard to tell what is and isn't made by AI these days. I mean, this piece of AI generated art managed to fool the judges of an art competition and won! So I've gathered some artists here today to see if AI art can even trick artists into thinking that it was made by a human. Welcome to Can Artists Spot the AI Art? So what I've got prepared is I've got 8 sets of AI and real art. I want to see if you can tell the difference between them.
All right.
So you said there's 8, right?
Yeah, there's 8 sets.
Okay, so and then it's like a yes or no question, is it AI art? So that gives me like a 50% chance. It's gonna be like amazing if I get every single one wrong, because that's almost the same odds of getting it all right.
Alrighty.
Okay, I've tried to make it so I start off with easier ones and then they get harder along the way. So here are the first 2 images I prepared. So one of these images is made by AI and one of them is made by a human.
I feel like since you said it was going to get difficult as we go on, the first one is kind of completely obvious with the blue-haired girl. You can definitely see her fingers are a little messy.
Yeah.
So that's a dead giveaway.
I honestly, it got me for a few seconds, and then I looked closely because, like, the bottom one, I noticed AI does like eyes kind of funky sometimes, and so the bottom one was like, I looked at the eyes and I was like, and then I noticed the hands and
I would like to think that the bottom one is the hand-drawn one, and the top one is the AI art.
The hands. The hands in the first one.
Yeah, you
They both look kind of wonky, but the first one, okay.
So do you think that one is the AI art?
The first one, yeah.
Well, you would be correct. The bottom one is made by an artist by the name of Yukuri.
Oh, amazing.
oh, sick.
And the top one is made by an AI program called Novel AI.
I'm getting pretty pumped up now.
Okay, here's the next one. I think this one might be a bit more difficult.
Oh, you're totally right.
These are digitally painted, right?
So one of them is painted digitally and one of them is made by AI.
AI has a real problem, like, at a glance, it looks right, but the second you look close, like, the bird in his hand.
Yeah, that is it's an abstract shape. It doesn't make any sense.
The first one just looks too clean. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, the background's completely blurred like you would do with photography. Okay, so yeah, I think my final answer is the top one is AI generated and the bottom one is hand-drawn.
The first one's really cute. It reminds me a lot of Disney. And the second one kind of reminds me of like splash art from game art. I have a feeling the second one with the bird holding a bird is AI.
Is that your final answer?
Oh, you're making me doubt myself a little bit.
Sorry
Don't
about
make
that.
that feeling and say yes.
The second one definitely feels more uncanny. The first one, the eye is a little bit strange. I think the first one, maybe, because the beak is really messed up.
The first one's made by AI, you think?
Yeah.
You would be correct. That first one was made by an AI program called Midjourney.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Ah,
The other one is made by an artist by the name of, I'm going to butcher this, Svetlana Bukhanova. I think that might be a Russian name. Here is the next set. This is back to a more anime style.
I thought the bottom girl was from Fate.
I have to put my detective skills on high blast.
They both look very correct, except the top one, like, I don't know what's going on with that sword sheath thing.
I mean, the first one looks like a nice style that someone... It feels more organic. Is that a sword? I'm not sure what's going on there. I think, is it like being pulled out of the sheath? That one's hard. I'm gonna have to say the second one.
If you look at the line art near the sword, it kind of gets a little wavy. So I'm just inferring that that's probably the AI one.
My gut instinct is telling me that the blonde-haired girl is AI generated, mostly because the black-haired girl, her pose is more complex.
I don't know. I don't trust myself anymore. But, all right, I gotta make a decision. This could be either or, so I won't be mad. But I do. Both of these do look hand drawn to me, so that's the hard part. I will say that the first one is the drawn one, and the second one with the red dress is the AI generated one.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, but that's incorrect this time. The first one is actually made by AI. It's made by Novel AI again.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
Nice.
And the second one in the red dress is made by an artist by the name of Kiwi.
I'm beating myself up because the eyes on the red dressed one look really stylized. So I was really thinking that that was the hand drawn one.
Okay, here's the next set.
I don't know how AI would interpret a galaxy background. I've never seen any AI do that.
Currently observing both of them, trying to like look at the small details like you mentioned earlier. Because I feel like a lot of the small things kind of give it away.
I thought the first one was from Inuyasha. The second one looks very simple compared to it, which is making me think that this is the AI generated one now. But this might be a trick.
The bottom one. Because the starter chest, it looks just kind of a little funky when you look really close on it.
You're looking really closely at these drawings.
It might be the blonde girl again who is AI generated. I think this one's really clean, but I think it might be like the star in the background. It's the little, I think I see like a small curve.
Okay, I think that the first one is the hand-drawn one. Mostly because there's different art styles going on here. Like the background kind of looks like Impressionism. But I just feel like there's a lot of details in the top one. So I'm going to say the top one is the hand-drawn one, and the bottom one is the AI one.
It's hard. The first one,
is.
I don't know. I'm gonna say the second one because the first one just feels very human to me.
You are correct. That one is made by Novel AI. The first one is made by someone by the name of Tenko.
Alright.
Let's go!
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's move on to the next set. I think this is set number 5.
I think it's the bottom one again. I don't think AI likes backgrounds a whole lot. I think it gets confused sometimes with backgrounds and characters. Also, there's someone's signature.
Hey, straight away, I noticed that for the black haired girl, there's a signature or watermark on there. So it's giving me thoughts that it's not AI generated.
Okay, this is a rigged one. I know this is rigged because I know who the bottom artist is.
I know the second artist.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I assume you guessed the first one is by AI. This one is also by Novel AI. The second one is an artwork by some normal artist.
Yeah.
Yes.
So have you heard of
Yeah.
them? You seen them?
Yeah. I've seen his videos.
I saw him when he first came up. This guy is insane.
Okay, let's see if I can actually get you with one and not make you recognize the artist.
Yeah, I don't recognize either of these. The bottom one I really like, so I'm going to be very disappointed if this is AI art.
The first one's very pretty. I love the color scheme a lot.
I feel like my initial thoughts are that both of them are really pretty, but I feel like the first one, the close-up shot, is AI. I think mostly because of the fingers.
The fingers. Now that I'm seeing them.
The
The fingers. AI struggles so much with fingers, I think. Alright, I'm gonna assume it's the top one.
Okay, the yellowish one.
Yeah.
Well, the second one has a art style that I recognize in a subset of artists. I'm gonna say the first one is made by AI.
Yeah, this one's tough. My hunch is saying that the bottom one is the AI generated art, even though I don't want it to be. I don't know, those fingers are throwing me off.
You backtracking.
Yeah, I backtracked as soon as I zoomed in. I was like, oh no, those fingers. All right, I'm changing my answer. I think the first one's AI generated and the bottom one's hand drawn. That's my final answer.
That's your final answer?
Yeah.
Okay, you are correct on this one.
Let's go.
That yellow
Let's go.
one is made by Stable Diffusion, which I said couldn't do anime style, but I guess it can.
Nice.
Oh!
Oh my goodness.
And
That's hard. That was a hard one.
the bottom one is made by a artist by the name of Guiz, or Guiz. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correct. Okay, you ready for the 7th set?
This is my redemption arc.
Okay, so here's another one. I think this one's personally a bit hard.
The first one's beautiful. I don't know who that artist is. I hope it's an artist.
Oh, these are both really nice. For the first girl, it's really nice. I really like the dynamic pose and the angle. But her left hand has 6 fingers. I feel like because of that, that might be my guess.
I don't know!
Gotta make a choice, Seb. A decision.
I think it's the top one. I think it's the top one.
Is that your final answer?
Yes!
Okay.
I think...
I'm doing mental gymnastics because the shading in the top one's really good. That long finger though. I'm gonna say the top one with the girl in the blue outfit is AI generated, and then the bottom one is the hand drawn one.
Okay, well, unfortunately, I have seen the first piece of art before.
What? Oh my goodness.
I've been
Again?
around! So the first one's real and the second one's made by AI. I didn't even look at it.
You're right. I wish you didn't know so many of these artists. But yeah, the first one is made by an artist by the name of Yukuri, and the second one is made by Novel AI.
Oh, Fui.
Mhm.
You ready for the last set? I think this is personally the hardest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Throw 'em at me.
Now, these ones, unlike the rest, are landscapes instead of humans.
Oh no.
Which I think is much harder to tell.
Oh my goodness, they're both so beautiful.
Mm.
Man, I think for me, for my art personally, I don't deal with a lot of background, so I'm just like, no, my struggles. It's all come up to this moment and I failed.
I think the first one is AI.
You think the first one is AI?
Yeah. The second one, it feels a bit more organic, and the first one, it's like architecture, right? But it's run down in a way that makes a bit less sense to me.
I'm gonna be really impressed if the top one is AI, because I think that this just looks like straight out of an art book for like some game. So I think the top one is the artist, and then the bottom one with the dragon is the AI one.
For the first one, it's definitely more focused on architecture.
And which one do you
Shot with-
think AI would have a harder time doing? Architecture or like a landscape?
Oh, I think definitely architecture, which is making me feel like the second one is AI generated. But I'm also like, it could trick me like the one before. I think despite what I said about architecture, the first one might be AI. 100% sure. I have to tell you, that's my gut instinct. Like,
Okay, it's your gut
I
instinct.
genuinely can't tell.
AI does landscapes really well. I'm pretty sure it's the top one though.
Instantly, you think that one? Okay, why is that?
Because the bottom one also has a fucking signature.
Oh my fucking god! God damn it! Damn it. I need to edit that out for the next person. So you did get this one right. The bottom one, obviously made by an artist by the name of Philip A. Ehrlich.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. But
Oh my goodness.
And the top one was
Yeah.
made by Stable Diffusion again. So after seeing all that, has your opinions of AI art changed at all?
No, I don't have to deal with this yet because, I'm an animator, so,
And AI art can't animate, yes, yet.
It can currently animate. I'm very scared to lose my job.
I think I still don't really have much experience with AI art. I feel like the fear is definitely justified, but I feel like we could use it to our advantage instead of just ignoring it 100%, I believe.
I don't know. There's just something that's very emotional and very inherent to like the human condition. When someone paints something, there's just something, you can feel it, you know?
So when AI make art, there's no feeling behind it at all.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more stale to me, but I don't necessarily know exactly where it comes from, but I can feel it.
I feel like if it's used well, then this does have a place in the art community. Like we were saying before, I think this is a good place to start for like conceptual art or like getting ideas for what you want to draw, and like it's a cool tool to use. I do think that like there has to be like more guidelines in place with it. Like everyone should specifically say, I'm using AI art to like reference this or like do this or whatever. I'm interested to see where it goes in the future.
Yeah, you've made some really good points.
I'm glad I sounded somewhat smart. I'm talking like I didn't get like the majority of them wrong. I'm over here with like 0 out of 8 and I'm like, yeah, man, what an educational experience.
Well, how about you guys? After watching this video, have your thoughts on AI art changed at all? Please let me know in the comments down below. And while you're down there, make sure to subscribe. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Bye!